Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my introduction to, I don't know if I could call it a series or call it just what it is, but as you can see by the title, it is a sort of mini chopping block series. As of filming yesterday, I did declutter and go through my palettes again for the final time in the year and really look through each one and say, if I had used it, did I enjoy it? Do I see a use for it in my collection? Is it a color story that I pulled it out as a whole? Could I really see myself creating multiple looks with it? Or is it just something that I'm excited to use or not excited? I had pulled a couple of palettes that I'm on the fence about, starting with our first one, which is actually, I know, I feel bad because this one was a gift, and I posted about this gift. It is so sweet and so thoughtful, and I love gifts, and I hate getting rid of them, and I hate thinking about getting rid of them. This was a palette given to me by my cousin when he visited Canada sometime last year, in the summertime, I think. Palette is really pretty. I like it. I think that it is very interesting. I had tried to franken two shadows together to try and use up, but that didn't work out too well, so I don't have those anymore. But that's not the reason why I want to get rid of this. It's just looking at this color story, it's cool tone, which I do want to get into cool tones. I do want to use more. I do want to get into using more grays, blue grays, and then like cooler tone shadows. I definitely want to play around with those some more. I did try to do like a whole week of using this palette last year, and I guess I must have deleted all the footage, so there's that. But I mean, just looking at this palette, I can only see myself keeping a couple of the shades. I don't really see like many variation with this. Like you would have to use mainly this to deepen, some of this to deepen, and then like this. So it's like a two shadow sort of palette. Not really much versatility in this, but I aim and told myself to use it once and see how I feel. Does it serve a purpose, or can I pass it on to someone else who might have better time using it? Next palette is one that I decluttered and then I saw a post on Instagram of someone pulling this palette out, using it again, and I thought, hey, I have that palette, I should pull it out and use it again. And then looking at it now, and I'm like, is it a palette that I really see myself using or really enjoy? And that is my Wet n Wild Color Icon Lights Off palette. I specifically bought this because it looked like a dupe of the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, and I never did a comparison video to it, but that is what this color story looked like. That is why I bought it, and I said, fun video idea. Not really thinking in the educational or the like way that I'm supposed to is, stop. Does this palette actually enjoy it, or am I just buying it for that purpose? This color story is pretty. It's a cool tone, which is, you know, perfect for December and January time frame. So it would get used, I think, more so in that time of the months than maybe all year round. But I really just like these three sort of shades. They're like copper shades, shimmer shades, very pretty. I like the silver shimmer here too. I don't really care for brown and like the coppery tones. This green is pretty, but like looking at this, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could find some shades that are similar to this, so I don't know if I really need it. Palette number 3 is one that I seeked out and wanted so bad for whatever reason. I just love this palette. I loved looking at it. I love seeing it. I love the colors in it. I love how easy and simple it is to like pull it out, create a look, and then head out the door. But I did not use it at all in 2024, and I don't know when it was the last time I used it. I want to say sometime in 2023, maybe 2022, so yeah, I've definitely forgotten about it. It is a palette that I picked up on Shop Miss A. It is the Amuse brand palette. This is their 10 pan palette, and as you can see, it is a very like neutral sort of color story. It looks warm tone, but it's not really warm tone. I think it's more on the neutral side. I have been debating on this one as well, whether I want to declutter or not. Like, I keep it because I'm like, but it's a palette that I really, really wanted, and I can use it. But then I'm like, do I really like use it a lot? Do I really enjoy it? So I'm going to also create maybe an eye look or two. I'm going to try to create 2 eye looks with each of these. I know I started with saying 1, but I want to see where my head is at after 2. And the last palette is one that I bought because it was a dupe of a higher end palette. The Rimmel London Magnifies Spice Edition, dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Heat, I want to say. and I really enjoyed this palette. I like it. I mean, yes, I'm a warm tone girly. I love these warm tones. I love oranges. I love this like pop of purple. I love that there is just enough brown, which is like the two that I can handle. Really touched it. I planned on doing it, a 4luxe1 palette last year. Never got around to it because, you know, as the end of the year comes, there's Halloween, there's Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, and so I don't really have time for 4luxe1 palette. I have more interest in doing the Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas themed looks. So this kind of got pushed out and I never looked back until now. I will either create them here on YouTube or just post them on Instagram and then let you know here what I decided. So if you'd like to see me actually use these in a video, at least maybe one look per palette, and then my other look I do off camera, then definitely let me know what you think I should do. Let me know, are there any palettes in your collection that are on the chopping block? Why are they? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and or week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.